everybody. In today's video, I will be discussing a new stock that I'm researching, which is called Rezolve AI. So let's take a look at what Rezolve AI does. Rezolve develops AI-powered solutions aimed at enhancing e-commerce experiences, and they focus on conversational commerce and seamless checkouts. The company was founded in 2016, and it went public in 2024 via a SPAC merger, and positions itself as a leader in retail AI with products like Brain Commerce for personalized shopping interactions and Brain Checkout for one-tap payments. The company emphasizes its proprietary large language model tailored for retail, claiming zero hallucinations and high security, which basically means that it always works. And their core product suite, known as the Brain Suite, includes Brain Commerce for multimodal product discovery through conversational, visual, and text-based interactions. And then they also have the Brain Checkout for instant one-tap payments with crypto to fiat support, which means crypto to dollars, and Brain Assistant for real-time customer service. These tools aim to reduce cart abandonment, enhance personalization, and optimize fulfillment options like curbside pickup, drawing on data-driven analytics to improve key metrics such as a 10% uplift in online revenue, 8% in average order value, and higher add-to-cart rates. Rezolve's end-to-end digital shopping journey covers customer activation via personalized triggers, intelligent search with SEO insights, tailored recommendations for customers, frictionless checkouts, and post-purchase support to foster loyalty. This platform is system agnostic with pre-built integrations for existing tech stacks, making it adaptable for any retailers that are seeking to unify their different channel experiences. And a big thing that I want to highlight here is that strategically, Rezolve has forged key partnerships to accelerate adoption. It has collaborations with Microsoft to integrate its AI tools to enhance customer engagements and streamline operations, as highlighted by Microsoft's president. Similarly, the tie-up with Google Cloud complements efforts in intelligent automation, with Google's EMEA president noting its role in making information more accessible for retail productivity. And they also have some retail partners like Liverpool, Mexico, which have invested in Rezolve solutions to optimize online presence and deliver superior experiences. These alliances underscore Rezolve's focus on agentic commerce, positioning it at events like NRF 2026 as a driver of retail's next growth phase. And then finally, we can talk about the company's financials. So financially, Rezolve is in a high growth, high cash burn phase, which is typical as of some of the new AI firms. The latest trailing 12 months figures show revenue of 5.3 million, which are up around 200K in 2024, but are dwarfed by operating expenses of $165.8 million, leading to a net loss of $217.5 million and a diluted EPS or earnings per share of negative 0.84. Historical data reveals consistent losses, and with gross profit turning positive in recent years, but insufficient to offset costs. The company guides aggressively to $350 million in 2026 revenue, and a $500 million annual recurring revenue exit run rate, which is absolutely huge. And it signals nearly 10x growth, bolstered by their Crown Peak acquisition, and a new subscription query deployment revenue model backed by enterprise clients. However, it's clouded because they still have a PE ratio of negative 13.07 and some high interest expenses. So first, let's talk about some of the risks. The main one being is that September 2025 report by Fuzzy Panda Research, which that name kind of tells you the validity of this, accused Rezolve of faking annual recurring revenue through acquisitions of declining AI startups, having zero AI revenue, um, with their 2024 figures allegedly from soccer tickets and using mere ChatGPT wrappers rather than proprietary tech. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically they just copy ChatGPT's software and then say that it's their own. Former employees described the AI pivot as marketing hype without real products or use cases, and it triggered the stock to drop up to 15%, and it prompted investigations into potential securities fraud. But one thing to note is that these things are still ongoing, and once they get resolved, which I think they will, because these claims don't really have that much validity, the stock will definitely jump up. And yeah, Rezolve rejected the report, saying that Fuzzy Panda was a short seller, but the scrutiny persists. Additionally, the Crown Peak acquisition added $150 million in debt, causing a 10-day intraday drop in December 2025. Lost $16.9 million settlement with Yorkville, resolved prior financing litigation, but highlighted legacy financial strains. And they also had a trademark infringement. But competitively, Rezolve operates in a crowded AI e-commerce space against many different players, such as MoveWorks, AtomicsWorks. But honestly, they're probably the biggest in the space as currently, and they're only going to grow. Its differentiation lies in retail-specific AI, but allegations of non-defensible tech could undermine this. Looking ahead, milestones like the NRF 2026 showcase and SQD model rollout could validate growth, but execution amid different legal controversies will be critical. Like I said before, once the lawsuit gets settled, it should clear a lot of things up. And this is definitely a high reward potential, although it does have some risks. So it's a kind of a high risk, high reward situation. But yeah, you should definitely monitor the upcoming earnings for tangible process. All right, so that's it with the financials, and now let's get into the technicals. Okay, so one of the first things that you may notice is that there's this big down candle right here. And as you can see, Rezolve fell about 23% today, which is pretty bad. I'm not going to lie. But why did this happen? It is because Rezolve diluted their shareholders. So they did a $250 million direct offering of their shares, which honestly for shareholders is not good. They had a huge sell-off today, and yeah, just an overall dump in price. But what's good for me is that I still have not bought into this company. So I see this as a great opportunity to get in. As you can see, although it did crash, it's kind of holding some of these key resistance levels, and honestly, I think that it may come down a little bit more, and then bounce from there. I marked out this. Yeah, there we go. This support level right here. So yeah, that's just something to look out for. And if it ever goes down to the 250s, which I don't think it will, it would be a good time to bounce. But I have high conviction in this company, and as you can see here, why is it not showing up? Oh, there we go. I placed a limit order in for a Rezolve call. I'm hoping that this will get filled, but you never know. And this is honestly a really good price. It's for 320, which is March 20th, I think. Yeah, March 20th. And the max loss on this is $50, but obviously the gain is it's infinite, and this was honestly one of the best ones. I think you could have gone for like a April 17th call and 5, and yeah, which have been in a discount because I mean the stock fell 22% today. But I don't know. I'm seeing like a huge upside to the stock, so that's why I'm doing it. I don't know if you can see the selected returns on the stocks if you didn't buy it yet. Um, yeah, you can't see it yet, but so yeah, I'm buying into Resolve here. I could also DCA down into these calls if need be. I would probably prefer not to do that, but you never know what's gonna happen. So yeah, I'm buying a call for this, and although they did dilute their shareholders, it is to just raise more capital, which will go into their growth. So although it's a bad thing for the shareholders who were holding the stock, for people that are trying to get in, the stock's at a pretty big discount. And now we can also look at what people are saying about it on X. From what I've seen, it is like a pretty good, or it's kind of a mixed, um, like attitude, I guess you could say. Um, so yeah, this person's talking about how they, diluted their shareholders with a $250 million offering. Um, yeah, $250 million offering. Mm, yeah, same thing. Good. Yeah, and this guy sums it up pretty well. Take advantage of this pullback. You'll not see these cheap prices again. Oh, and also, we can take a look at Smart Money, and as you can see, Smart Money has continued to go to pile into the stock. As you can see, they didn't participate today, but I think that was probably because of the share offering. But if you look on it on the weekly, oh shoot, actually, never mind. Um, but yeah, on the daily, they were starting to pick it up back again. But I think tomorrow we'll probably see some more red as Smart Money begins to pile in again. Yep, getting a massive reset, bullish. I don't know. That's just like a bear wedge, I guess. Um, Now testing the fatigue retracement, and yeah. So overall, I'm bullish on this stock. I'll try and get into a call option if I can, but if not, I may just get into shares, and then if it goes down, I'll DCA from there. But I mean, you never know, and yeah, that's just my thesis for the company. I think it can be a huge player in the AI retail space. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks.